Welcome to this episode of the KREF High School Wrap-Up here on this KREF Sports TV YouTube page. My name is Grayson Singleton, recapping our Tuesday night of basketball action presented by Metro Ford of Oklahoma City. And let's dive right into the action because we had a ton of games on Tuesday night. Let's start out in Edmond, where the Huskies of Edmond North hosted Norman, and it was a good start to the night for Edmond North as the girls defeated the Tigers 58-45 in a very impressively played game on both sides that Edmond North was able to come out on top of. On the boys' side of things, though, it was another story as the trio of Beau Billingsley, Kaysen Robinson, and Montrell Combs-Pierce led the way for Norman to defeat Edmond North on the road behind Beau Billingsley's 30 points, including 7 3-pointers for the Texas A&M Corpus Christi signee. And here was Blake Gamble, who was on the call of the game, recapping the night.
And the difference tonight, 3-point shooting. Norman makes 13 of them, seven threes made by Beau Billingsley. He ended up with 30. Oh, he wasn't the only one knocking him down. How about Kaysen Robinson? He made 4 threes as well. Norman, if they're shooting like that, they're going to be a hard out. Chauncey Cravens, he fought hard offensively. He had a good night. Jarrell Copeland as well. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the hot shooting Tigers were simply too much for Edmond North.
Also in that Edmond area of the Metroplex, Piedmont hit the road to visit Deer Creek as the girls and boys played a doubleheader, and it was Kinley Crawford leading the way for the girls' side for the Wildcats to a Piedmont win, 56-43. It's another 20-point night. On the boys' side of things, the defending state champion Antlers trying to get a good quality win over the undefeated Piedmont Wildcats, but Hudson Height shook off of a rough couple of performances at the Bixby tournament to drop 24 in this game as Piedmont got the win by 8, 56-48 to improve to 5-0 on the season. And Anthony Mellendorf tells you all about it.
Piedmont came away with wins in both matchups. In the girls' game, Piedmont took control early and never let go, knocking off Deer Creek 56-43. Junior shooting guard Kinley Crawford set the tone right away, scoring 10 points in the first quarter and finishing with 21 points, including 5 made 3-pointers on the night. Sophomore point guard Kyiah Wilson added 20 points of her own, highlighted by a clutch buzzer beater to end the first half. For Deer Creek, junior point guard Darian Johnson led the way with 12 points, scoring in key moments down the stretch, while junior forward Adriana Radinovic also chipped in 12 points and made a strong impact defensively. On the boys' side of things, Piedmont completed the sweep with a 56-48 win in another hard-fought game. Senior combo guard Hudson Height paced the Wildcats with 24 points, hitting 2 big threes in the first half and going a perfect 8 for 8 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter to put the game away, after Deer Creek cut the lead to 4. Senior guard Carter Heinrahar added 15 points for Piedmont, attacking the basket all night and knocking down key free throws down the stretch. Deer Creek stayed within striking distance behind 18 points from sophomore Cooper Whitty and 13 from senior Colin Westfall, but Piedmont sealed it at the line down the stretch. Piedmont will be back in action next Tuesday on the road at Sapulpa, and Deer Creek will be in action next Tuesday at home against UConn, where you can find that game live on KREF Sports TV.
Down I-35 we go as Norman North played host to Westmore in the doubleheader, and all eyes, of course, going to be on the girls' side of things with Kyiah Prestridge, the Arkansas signee, and, well, she certainly did her thing. 16 of her 21 points came in the second half as Westmore was able to fend off Norman North, winning this one by 4, 51-47 in that one. Her sister also, Aaliyah, performed admirably as well. And then on the boys' side of things, Norman North took this one 50-40, but Jemarrion Hardeman was the story of the game. 27 points, 7 assists to lead the Timberwolves to the win. That's 2 games now in which he has scored 40 points combined to begin the year. And I sat down with Jemarrion to talk about his approach to the game after the win. 27 points for our player of the game, and Jemarrion, especially in that first half where you had 16, what was working for you so well tonight?
I was really getting my teammates open, but they was really getting me open at the same time, and I got a lot of open shots, threes and shots.
You also played
a fabulous role as a distributor tonight.
Yes,
you know, what do you take more pride in, that distributing role or the scoring role?
Definitely distributing. How many assists I have? I think I had
7.
Yeah, I like more assists than anything, really.
Where does that come from, that mentality that you play the game with?
I really look at Trae Young as my inspiration, and I know he likes to get his teammates open a lot and score at the same time, so I really take inspiration from him.
You're the leading returning scorer for this team this year. What sort of growth have you seen from your sophomore year to your junior year now?
I've really seen my team gets me more open, but last year we had a lot of players, but this year is like I'm really the main player this year, so I take pride in that.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And last question for you. First 2 games of the season, you guys are 2-0. Mm-hmm. What does that say about this team so far, and how do you feel about the start?
We really played really hard. I know that we're a hard-working team. We may not have a lot of talent, but we're definitely hard workers.
Staying on this area of the Metroplex, Moore hosted Union last night in a district matchup. And on the girls' side of things, it started out pretty nip and tuck, but Union eventually put distance between itself and the Lady Lions, winning this one by 34 points. 74-40. And then the boys followed suit to complete the sweep, winning by 14, 59-45. And JD Northcutt and Aaron Copeland were there on the call, and they recapped the night.
The Moore Lions, tough night as far as the scoreboard is concerned. We'll start off with the girls' action. Union defeats Moore in the girls' side 74-40. It was a great start for Moore, but they just got outmatched at the end, Aaron Copeland. But a couple of bright spots for the Moore Lions on the ladies' side, coached by Ashley Lamb here this evening.
Yeah, they played pretty close. You know, first quarter got out of hand. They cut it to 10 there at the end of the fourth quarter, and then just completely outmatched by the Red Hawks, a 20-0 run to finish the game.
Of course, on the boys' side, Union gets the win as Union boys defeat the Moore boys 59-45. A lot of athletes on the floor for both sides here this evening. Lions come up short, but I know, again, as we mentioned in the girls, the well-coached Greg Harden, head basketball coach for the boys, he's going to have this team ready to go as we get closer and closer to postseason. Just got some young players, but I know we had a couple of bright spots here tonight for the Moore Lions.
Yeah, absolutely, JD. For the Lions on the men's side, you had some great players. Tracy Leslie had a great game. Several missed opportunities in there, but really just a size matchup from Union. Caleb King, 6'5", and Miles Flemings, he's the 6'8" center, completely took over the game. It felt like every time it went to one of those, it was a guaranteed basket. Lions had tough adjusting, but as the season goes on, I'm sure they'll figure out the glue.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this Moore boys basketball team, they know where the state tournament is. They've been there several times in the last few years. And so you know that Coach Harden is going to get things rolling. And again, on the girls' side, Coach Lamb is taking over a program. She's going to build it and continue to work hard to get things rolling here at Moore. So we'll wrap it up here from Moore. Of course, Union defeats Moore 74-40 in girls, and Union defeats Moore in the boys 59-45.
One other game of note for us here on KREF Sports TV that was simulcast through our friends at Arrowvision at Broken Arrow as we go to the east side of things. And this game between Broken Arrow and Edmond Santa Fe on the boys' side of things was something to behold for sure. Edmond Santa Fe kept it close the entire game, even winning at halftime, and then coming back to tie it late in the fourth quarter. However, it was Broken Arrow that finished the game strong, notched a couple of free throws, and then that is how the Tigers pulled away from Edmond Santa Fe. 67-60, the final score in that one, as Broken Arrow improves to 5-0 on the year, remaining undefeated. And even though Edmond Santa Fe is 3-2 on the season, their 2 losses have come in district play, and they are now 0-2. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the KREF High School Wrap-Up as we recap a Tuesday night of basketball action. Be sure to tap in with us on all of our social medias, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as subscribing to this YouTube page. We'll talk to you next time, everybody. Take it easy.